Still on the stories making the headlines on Nigerian newspapers this morning from the Punch newspaper. We flip over to the Sun newspaper. AIG Imokede appointed Access Holdings chairman. Federal Executive Council approves 759 billion naira for Obajana, Benin, Isheri, Ogun roads. Federal Executive Council approves 759 billion naira for Obajana, Benin, Isheri, Ogun roads. Soludo's best, not good enough for Anambra people, PDP. Kidnapping. Tinubu ghost off on ransom payment. 3.7 trillion naira budget pardon. Bauchi governor declares support for Ningi. No one served me impeachment notice. Chaibu. Criminals plan to attack schools, farms in Oshun. Adeleke cries out. Pengasen down tools as minister. ES rift unsettles NCDMB. Gunmen attack UNTH, abduct deputy director, security man. Soldiers uncover IPOB, ESN firearms factory in Delta, nab 6 suspects. Cultists kill 400 level ABSU student. Kidnapping. Tinubu goes off on ransom payment. Nigerians should not expect Tinubu to perform miracle. Olufemi Uduo. Edo Guba. Opebero emerged through most credible process. Nze Duru. Plateau governor cautioned against alleged plans to dump zoning. Alleged members suspension. PDP executive warns against diversion. Step aside. PDP tells Akpabio. Man. LCCI CPPE hail suspension of EEL. Data firm launches new products to empower businesses. ADVAN, ARCON seek stakeholders dialogue to strengthen regulations, driving small medium enterprises growth with technology. NEA Kalo Foundation donates study materials to St. Saviour's schools. Still on the stories making the headlines on the Sun newspaper this morning. Injured Boniface starts rehabilitation. The implementation of Oronsanya report. The minimum wage debate. Nigeria's worrisome energy poverty. That's the much we can take from the Sun newspaper this morning. From the Sun newspaper, we'll flip over to Daily Post newspaper. AIG Imokede returns as chairman of Access Holdings PLC. Epileptic power supply. Pressure mounts on Tinubu's government to revoke Disco's licenses. Ndume urges Inspector General of Police to withdraw orderlies of senators, reps. Sangana indigents raise alarm as a rising sea level threatens a Bayelsa community. Consumers slam sachet water producers, retailers as a price skyrockets in Abia. You are listening to newspaper headlines on EBEONADI 103.5 FM. We'll now go for a short break. When we come back, we'll continue on the stories making the headlines on the Daily Post newspaper. Please stay with us.
I have a testimony, good news and wonderful opportunities here for you at Next Level Traveling and your agency. Do you want to move to the next level? Do you want to study and work abroad? Next Level Traveling and your agency will make your dreams come true 2022 to 2025. And the available countries and continents are Canada, Australia, USA, UK, Asia, Arab, Kuwait, Qatar, New Zealand, and China. Available jobs are automobile, construction, healthcare, security, hotel, modeling, football players, nursing, drivers, cleaners, and cook. We also run computer programs and diploma courses with foreign universities. We also offer 4 to 8 family package in Canada with scholarship. For enquiries, call 070 1999 or 07919908943, or you visit our office at number 19 Old Enugu Onisha Road by Mdo Junction, 5th floor.
nutrition and blemishes. Love by bread, energizing and refreshing. Love by bread, the aroma is so yummy. Love by bread, it's a great for the family. Sweetie, sweetie, love by bread, yummy, yummy, love by bread. Sweetie, sweetie, love by bread, yummy, yummy, love by bread. Love by bread, the family food produced under a good hygienic environment with natural approval. Love by bread produced the love milk and honey that makes it sweet and yummy. Love by bread energizes, refreshes, and nourishes the body. It's a family love by bread. The product of Love by Foods and Beverages Limited in Novi, located at number 1 Umosu Manakalo, Kumulu Nyobi, Anambra State, phone 0814 982 8254. Love by bread. Eat healthy, live healthy. Love by bread. Yummy, yummy, love by bread.
Country people, another wonderful opportunity don't land for you to secure your own landed property for better location with small money before price go carry you go where you don't know. This one na legit info from the stables of Robin Fave Concept Limited. I know say you don't sabi that name by now. Robin Fave Concept Limited na big name for this real estate business. We get the track record and we dey deliver for everything we talk. Now we bring you Blessed Garden Estate, phase 1 and phase 2. Now we still bring you Airlight Garden Estate and Unique Garden Estate. All these estates, they're the capital city of Delta State, and people wey sabi levels don't buy them finish. But no worry, because land no dey finish. And our work now to direct you go where you go get the best value for your money. This time, we don't carry and come your domot with the brand new Golden City Garden Estate, Otulu, just 2 minutes from Akukwu local government secretariat. This one now confirm premium estate when you get with small money when no go turn your eye at all. Just 400,000 naira for one plot inside our special promo when they on now. From now till 2 weeks time, this estate dey for Otulu off Asaba Benin Expressway, just 2 minutes from Asaba Housing Estate and 5 minutes from Wichtech Group of Companies. Golden City Garden Estate dey for good location when be say na only 20 minutes e go take from Coca Junction flyover, 10 minutes from Asaba International Airport, and e no far from the express road. For inside Golden City Garden Estate, you go enjoy light and water 247. The environment clean and the day serene for you and your family with good road network and street light go dey shine for every corner. You no go worry about security because solid fence dey around the estate and security men when them train wella go man the gate 247. On top that one, recreational center dey for your maximum relaxation. Wetin you dey wait for? Waka come Robin Fave Concept Limited office make you collect your own plot inside the brand new Golden City Garden Estate. Because special promo dey on now, and for this promo season, you go get 464 square meters of land when be 50 by 100 one plot for only 400,000 naira. This promo na for only 2 weeks. So no dull yourself. With only 400k, you don't become landlord inside this correct estate for we capital city. Call us today for 081 68 32 2403. That is 081 68 32 2403. I say 081 68 32 2403. Once you pay, we go allocate your land, give you sharply, plus give you deed of assignment, register survey plan, and government approved decision. When go show say even government confirm what we do, you no get anything to worry about. Now we dey run am. If you no get all the money to pay now, you fit dey pay small for the one where they call installment payment plan. Whether na 3 months, 6 months, or even 12 months, as long as you no go turn your eye, better payment plan dey for you to choose. Take advantage of this special promo when they on now unto say one plot of land, 464 square meters, now only 400,000 naira. Because once this promo ends, the price will increase small. And the promo na just 2 weeks it go last. Secure the future for you and your family. Buy your own land today. Make yourself become landlord inside the new Golden City Garden Estate, Otulu, when the only 2 minutes from Akuku Igbo Local Government Secretariat. Come our office when they inside Jimok Petrol Station, Kilometer 8 at Sabbath Expressway at Sabbath, Delta State. Or call us on top 081 68 82 24 01 68 32 24 03. I say 081 68 32 24 03. Now, Robin Faith Concept Limited, they develop Golden City Garden Estate.
How best can we talk about the challenges we are having on our streets? Our society in general, street report. If we do not address these challenges on EBEONADI FM, who will? As the happenings around us get as complicated as they can be.
Government, whatever.
Street report is here to make sense of it all. Street report is causing social change across your streets. In your community, Street Report is here with hardcore journalism to get to the roots of our problem. Why don't you join me, Martin IFEANYICHUKWU, Ekezie, as number the force every Friday, 4:30 p.m. on EBEONADI 103.5 FM as Street Reports unfolds in your face. On EBEONADI corner 24/7, 24/7.
You're welcome back to Newspaper Headlines on EBEONADI 103.5 FM. Remember that you can become part of the conversation by sending your reactions via SMS or WhatsApp messages on 080-96661035. Join us on Facebook as we are live at EBEONADI 103.5 FM. Drop your comments on the comment section of the live video. You can equally stream us online via mixlr.com/gistfm. We are on to the Daily Post newspaper. Sangana indigenes raise alarm as a rising sea level threatens Bayelsa community. Consumers slam sachet water producers and retailers as a price skyrockets in Abia. 2024 budget, I got more than others. Senator Ndume reacts to Agom Jaribe's 500 million naira claim. Excitement as Ogun begins a payment of 10,000 naira cash award to primary, secondary pupils. Nigeria Customs releases 15 detained trucks of grains. Don't stop funding Secondary Education Commission, NUT tells federal government. Nigerian government finally files terrorism charges against Mayit Allah president. Enugu community chieftaincy Tozo court action against monarch-elect dangerous step. Stakeholders, insecurity. Zamfara bans tinted bread. And that's the much we can take from the Daily Post newspaper this morning. From the Daily Post newspaper, we'll flip over to the Nation newspaper. Distribution of 42,000 metric tons of grains ongoing, says the federal government. How federal government is attracting FX by Edun. Southern senators revive a forum. Federal government charges Mayit Allah leader Bodejo with illegal creation of ethnic militia. Tinubu swears in 17 MPC commissioners. Ningi suspension. Senate rules must be obeyed, says Abaribe. Federal government charges Mayit Allah leader with unlawful creation of ethnic militia group. Students' loan plans still underway. on hand. Still on the stories making the headlines on the Nation newspaper this morning. Reps query NMPCL boss Kyari over $278.185 million unremitted revenue. Presidency explains a postponement of NEL fund launch. Police recover remains of murdered DPO SP Bako. Police begin destruction of expired explosives in rivers. Omoni Oboli shares wedding pictures from her son's wedding. INEC Diri Silva PDP close case in Labour Party's petition against Bayelsa Guba poll. We recorded 9,000 infractions on pipelines in 1 year, says NMP. From the Nation newspaper, we'll flip over to this day newspaper. To stem food inflation, achieve price stability, CBN gives 100 billion naira fertilizers to farmers. Federal government directs immediate opening of Nigeria's land air borders with Niger Republic. Naira gains in parallel market, slightly weakens in official exchange. Edun, we have devised strategies to plug leakages, deduct automatically from revenue agencies. Edun, we have devised strategies to plug leakages, deduct automatically from revenue agencies. Court to decide fate of Mate Allah's president, March 22nd. Ogun begins a payment of cash award to 100,000 indigent primary, secondary pupils. Report, Nigeria plans to issue Euro bonds by June, eyes $1 billion eternal borrowing. Kyari, we recorded 9,000 infractions on oil pipelines in 1 year. Federal government, we've taken this. Cloud energy launches solar energy. NCC urges telcos to adopt data-driven intelligence solutions to enhance network performance. Foundation champions women's economic empowerment. UBA, MTN, 30 others lift stock market by 273 billion naira. That's the much we can take from this day newspaper. From this day newspaper, we'll flip over to Nigerian Tribune. Accela reiterates pledge to promote environmentally friendly practices. Lawmaker Satomi shares 140 million naira to 160 farmers in Borno. Crude oil production now 1.5 million barrels per day. Edun. Seplat treats 2,000 patients for eye-related ailments in Benin. Seplat treats 2,000 patients for eye-related ailments in Benin. Senate to review CAMA, protect stakeholders' interests. Hardship. Federal government begins distribution of grains in Northwest. UNICEF, NOA celebrates 20 years partnership, explore new opportunities. Health Technologies appoint Obong Idiong as Chief Executive Officer. Tinubu writes Senate, replaces nominee for CBN board. Adeleke dragged to court over appointment of Oyelankin as Ààrẹ of Ire. Lagos will leverage potentials of gaming, entertainment, tourism sectors. Sanwo-Olu, Ramadan, pray for Nigeria. Christian cleric charges Muslims. AMAC begins a rehabilitation of LEA Bagusa Community Primary School, Abuja. That's the much we can take from the Nigerian Tribune newspaper this morning. That will also mark the conclusion of all that we have for you on this particular edition of Newspaper Headlines on EBEONADI 103.5 FM. We'll now flip over to our WhatsApp portal for reactions. From our WhatsApp portal this morning, we have this message. It's coming from Comrade Manly Oduago from Odumobosi, and he says the pronouncement by Minister of Information that our president is a workaholic that goes to bed. That goes to bed by 3 a.m. on daily basis is not the people's business. It could be he is suffering from insomnia and dysthymia and needs a serious medical attention. Going to bed when most Nigerians are jumping out of bed has not evolved any solution to the prevailing hellish economic condition in the country. I would by this draw the attention of Mr. President and his information minister to the fact that what our long-suffering masses need is good food. For sure, Nigerians have had a surfeit of rhetorics, accompanied by rhetorics and Halloween shenanigans. The road is seemingly rough, but I do hope that with time we can certainly bring ocean going lines to an inland port. May the Almighty God see us through. Comrade Manly Oduago from Odumobosi, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We have this message is coming from Valentine Edene from Upo, and he says, Niger Republic border reopened does not add any impact in Nigeria economy. Government should lift ban on foreign rice and give a certificate to many people who want to engage in importation via this cement, rice, and others. Because of hunger looms, even developed countries never placed embargo of food importation. Not to talk of Nigeria that's still on this morning. Still on our WhatsApp portal, we have this message is coming from Comrade Ibudu from Abagana, and he says, the Nigerian Senate what are they doing for Will? They are not being fair with us. The investigation towards the suspect Ikenna from his watching us live from Nobi, and he says, let federal government reduce the pump price of petrol, cement, etc. for the interest of the poor masses. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. We have this message coming from Pauline Wizu from Onitsha, and he says, step aside, PDP tells Ababio, can they do it themselves? The answer is no. Pardon is tradition in the floor of Nigerian Senate, so PDP is a lone voice in the desert. This country cannot be as good as USA unless something different happens. May God help us. Pauline Wizu from Onitsha, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We have this message. It's coming from Chike Obata from Obinetiti Okozo, and it says, let federal government give people license for cement, not only to people, to avoid high price. We wouldn't pay ransom to kidnappers. According to President Tinubu, let him provide adequate security. Okay, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We have this message. It's coming from Maloto Patrick Komunteja, and he says, I think Obi is eminently correct by telling Senate that suspending Ningi does not address the issue of allegations of budget padding. In my opinion, I think the Senate should summon the courage to tell Nigerians whether the budget was actually padded or not by ordering Senate command of the investigation, and it was discovered that the budget was actually padded. Ningi would be made to face the full wrath of the coming from Waloto Patrick from Munteja. Thank you so much. We have this message. It is coming from Christian Ofondo from Onitsha, and it says Anambra Task Force has become another thing altogether, so they should go back and receive a training on how to behave like human beings, not like hyenas in the bush. Those untrained workers of Soludo has killed a youth bubbling in energy in the bridgehead on the last time, and the case will not solve the problems of insecurity because those of Boko Haram, they have what they have the Nigerian security agents don't have against them. They urge the citizens to enjoy costly cars. He continued and says criminals plan to attack Oshun in to attack schools in Oshun. Our security agencies should be proactive now that the note of warning has been sounded to the hearing of every individual concerning what is about to happen in Osun State. One thing that baffles me is that our security agents will pretend not to hear about these warnings, but when it happens, they will come and put everything down on the pages of newspaper, and there it ends. Almost all the military in the country are in the southeast region where we have no tourists, instead of focusing on how to rescue the northern region from the hands of the ravenous wolves of Boko Haram and cohorts. They continue wasting their time in futile hunt of IPOB members, which may backfire if not maturely handled. Okay, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Now we have this message. It is coming from Amechi Anene from Uru Nkolo Ogiri, and it says, God we are no longer safe in this country. Every day, kidnapping is getting out of hand. Help us, oh Lord. Okay, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We have this message. It's coming from John Ume from Okozu, and it says the recent uproar going on among our senators now have vindicated Mr. P2B for saying that our politicians are the most wicked people on earth. Can you imagine a situation where the masses are now where the masses now eat one meal per day, while our senators are busy fighting over who gets what, sharing our money? No wonder the former CBN governor Sanusi Lamido said in 2013 that half of Nigeria's budget goes to the National Assembly, and they start calling for his head. Senator Cheun Sani also said in 2019 to that each Nigerian senator got the sum of 13 million naira every month as salary are doing their buying and selling businesses very well at the National Assembly. John Ume, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We have this message. It's coming from Obiora from Okozu, and it says, Army destroyed IPOB hideout, 6 members, the most senseless and shameless security agencies. Okay, and it says, congratulations to you because you arrested innocent, unarmed agitators. My question, please, are the terrorists because of Buhari with his selfish ambition labeled innocent Igbo youth terrorists, empowering terrorists by paying ransom to kidnappers? The foundation of Nigeria is faulty, and there's nothing poor masses can do. But one day, God must intervene to take it or leave it. Buhari must be arrested. Okay, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We'll now flip over to our Facebook portal for more reactions. On our Facebook portal, we have this message. It's coming from Dr. Mrs. Mma Olebara from Owerri, and she said they have suspended Ningi for saying the truth. Enough of this less a few and never mean well Nigerians. Now it's time to clear all political leapers, political contractors, and wreckers of orderly society off our political arena and cage in perhaps zoological garden for retraining. It's high time we scrap the National Assembly because they are a bunch of insensitive, inept, corrupt, and wicked lawmakers who are uncontrollably squandering all the resources God blessed us with. Okay, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Now, we have this message. It's coming from also Francis Nnamani. He's joining us from Amagunze in Enugu State, and he says the soaring prices of food stuff is becoming worrisome and alarming. Nigeria should revert to agriculture as her mainstay to boost food production and mitigate hunger in the land. May God bless us. Okay, thank you so much for joining us this morning. On our WhatsApp portal, we have this message. It's coming from Honorable Obasi, aka Authority is More Than Power. And he says the issue of hunger in Nigeria today has become so worrisome. And also, my advice to Mr. President and his cabinet is that Mr. President should do something over the oil pump price so that transportation will be fair. And it will also help to transport foodstuff to every state in Nigeria. And also, Mr. President promised Nigerians that Port Harcourt refinery will be working by January, and that we also help to bring down the petrol pump price, which you have not done. Which way, Mr. President? Okay, thank you so much for joining us this morning. And this is the spot where we'll call it a day on this particular edition of Newspaper Headlines on EBEONADI 103.5 FM. Remember, it comes your way weekdays in the morning once it's 7 o'clock, so keep a date. Don't touch the dial of EBEONADI 103.5 FM once it's 8:20 this morning. We'll be back with Birthday Splash. Till we meet again, I am Martin. Have a fabulous morning.
How best can we talk about the challenges we are having on our streets, our community, our society in general? Street report. If we do not address these challenges on EBEONADI FM, who will? As the happenings around us get as complicated as they can be.
Government,
Street report is here to make sense of it all. Street report is causing social change across your streets. In your community, Street report is here with hardcore journalism to get to the roots of our problem. Why don't you join me, Martin IFEANYICHUKWU Ekezie, as number the first every Friday, 4:30 p.m. on EBEONADI 103.5 FM as Street Reports unfolds in your face. On EBEONADI corner 24/7, 24/7.
Hello, Friday.
Thank God it's Friday. Friday, the most favorable day of the week. So hook up with DJ Easy every Friday by 9 p.m. on EBEONADI 103.5 FM. This is a program where we bring unto you entertainment and the best of fun, and also give you the privilege to make some music requests. TGIF, thank God it's Friday. Don't miss this every Friday night by 9 p.m. with DJ Easy on EBEONADI 103.5 FM.
Hello, Friday. Family is the foundation of the society. Now, the Mezzino, EBEONADI 103.5 FM, wherever I get it,
Papa, Mama, na ụmụaka maka ịmata ihe gbasara ezinụlọ.
Okay, guys, thank you. Like, subscribe, and share, right? Hit the subscribe button right here. Remember to check out the book.